What's up, guys? Welcome back for another 9-hole battle between Michael and I. Right now, the series is tied up, and we are at Charma Park in Dunkerton, Iowa. Hole 1, 183 feet, dead straight. I will be throwing a P2. Threw it. Oh, right next to the basket. Michael's throwing his buzz. Throws it a little wider, but he's got a little faster disc, it's a little more stable, and goes right behind it. I tap in my birdie. He taps in his birdie. Hole 2 is 281 feet. It is over this basketball court / tennis court, but I will be walking around it. There's not really a path the way I walked. If you want to get anywhere near the basket, the best play is to go around, or over, I mean. I'm throwing a destroyer, trying to just flex it over the top and get somewhere somewhat in the middle of the fairway, which I do. Michael is also throwing his destroyer. He does the same thing and just hits the tree, and just on the left side. I'm on the right side, that's all. Throwing an upshot with his JK AVR. Throws it a little short.
Yeah.
I'm throwing an upshot with my pig and put it right underneath the basket. Michael throwing his putt for 3. I'm putting my putt for 3. Hole 3 is 239 feet. It is dead straight. You have a line of trees on your right, and it is sitting on the top of just a little slope. There is really nothing on your left side until the very end, but that tree doesn't get on the way that much. I'm throwing my Firebird, and I hit that slope and have a nasty skip, which I was not looking forward to. And Michael's throwing his Rock X3. He throws it short. He's also down the slope. Michael, though, just nails it. He's now 2 down. I'm trying to hit mine and just throw it into the cage. And I'm going to have to tap in my par. Hole 4 is 182 feet with one big tree early on the left. And then you have one guardian tree on the right, one guardian tree on the left, and then 2 in the back if you throw it past the basket. We missed Michael's shot, but he is pretty close to the basket. I'm throwing my P2, and I just launch it past the basket. Here is my putt, and just hit the cage. Michael for his birdie, and just off the top, his comebacker, no issue.
Yeah.
And I tap in my par. Hole 5, 250 feet. It is a water carry for half the way, and then you have a tree gap to hit when you get across. Michael throwing his leopard, just throws it on a nice little hyzer line, gets the wind under it, gets a skip.
Wow.
He is right under the basket. I'm throwing my Teebird. I just throw it 2 straight, and I'm starting to get a little bit of a turn, but hit the tree. For my birdie, and it's just terrible, but I get an awesome roll. Just such a lucky roll. Michael taps in his birdie to take a 2-stroke lead on me, and I tap in my par. Hole number 6 is 186 feet. You have a tree on your left that really shouldn't get into the play. And then you have 2 guardian trees on the right side. If you go long or even with the basket on the right side, the sidewalk does not play as OB or as a river. It's just there. It is a relatively straight shot. Michael is throwing his JK AVR, little right-hand backhand, and he is right next to that guardian tree I was talking about.
Yeah.
I'm throwing my pig. I try to come in so I don't have to get that guardian tree, and I just launch it on the right side, and I'm way long. Now I have a weird little Annie flick with the pig, and I just go over the top. Michael to expand his lead. No issues. And I just putt in for 3. Hole 7 is 250 feet straight ahead. These poles really don't get in your way. Honestly, I didn't even really think about them when I was throwing. They're just kind of out there, but they're not an issue. Michael's throwing his buzz, throws it a little short. I'm throwing my rock 3 because I saw him go a little short, and I overcorrect and go way long. I was having a lot of issues with going long today, which really sucked. Michael with a awesome putt with his AVR to go -5, and I hit my lucky birdie to go -2. Hole 8, 192 feet, going across the water again. A little bit of a slope, not really anything in the way. Michael throws his rock X3 and just absolutely launches it past the basket. I try to make a correction with my pig, and I pretty much do that. Just get up the hill a little bit, but I'll have a putt. Michael's birdie. Nope. And just smokes it. He was on fire today, and I make the putt. Still 3 down after some crazy putts by Michael and some bad drives by me. But now we have a hole 9, 247 feet. Probably the second hardest hole. I guess hole 2 is probably the hardest with the fence being in the way. But this is probably the hardest actual reachable hole. I throw my rock, and I just turn it over. And Michael's throwing his rock, and he just goes the opposite way. Hyzers out a little bit, but I'll have a putt. For my birdie to just get close to Michael, and that was just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then Michael to absolutely destroy me, makes it, no issue. He ends up beating me by 4 strokes. He's up by 1. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe.